What up, guys? Alchemist saying, I got something nice for you. As y'all seen in the clip, this is a fun build to use for Solstice right now. Solstice is for 2 weeks, so I ain't trying to hear no excuses about, but once this is gone, it's gone. Nigga, have fun. That's the point of the game. Have fun. For these 2 weeks, have fun, okay? So, I made a Solstice build today using Caliban's hand, which allows us to do infinite ignitions in this build. It's a lot of gears going on in this build for this event, but using it is a lot of fun, okay? So, first off, Caliban's hand. If you don't know what Caliban's hand do, basically it turns your proximity knife into a C4 bomb, okay? Basically, any enemy you kill with this proximity knife, they ignite. They do an ignition explosion. Also, your knife now does scorch, okay? And then the second part don't really matter. It says make melee generation come quicker before the knife explodes, but you rarely notice it, okay? We mostly using this knife to cause scorch. Not really the second option, but the second option can be used, okay? Now, in this build, we are using Tommy Matchbook. But Tommy Matchbook isn't the only weapon you can use. You can use any weapon that does scorch. That include exotics as well. So you can use Devil's Ruin. You can use what is it? Prometheus Lens. You can use Polaris Lance, Tommy Matchbook, or even a legendary weapon that got scorch in it, like the new Yurtai Apex that can get that Burning Ambition perk, right? That's all that matters. You need any weapon that does scorch normally as a primary weapon or special weapon, but it does scorch easily, okay? Our special weapon will be Festival Flight, the new area denial grenade launcher. All you want on yours is Slice, okay? Slice, I don't think if it can roll with Terror, Terror is good as well. Basically, you want something that can do a dark debuff, just so we can abuse the cauterized darkness perk inside the artifact, okay? Your heavy can be whatever you want, up to you, okay? Artifact, like I said, cauterized darkness, so that all our solar damage does 30% more damage. So the area denial grenade launcher is allowing us to put slice on people, and sever enemies and have them debuff, do more damage for our niches and stuff. You got to make sure you have Fever and Chill in this build. This is the way we'll be getting Radiant in this build. And then you want to have on Radiant Shrapnel, so that we can scorch enemies with the solar projectiles, okay? We also have Elemental Overdrive in this build because we're picking up a lot of fire sprites. So this will give us increased 10% damage for our solar weapons. And that's basically it. That's all you need in this build. That's the only mandatory thing. You can put on Elemental Coalescence for more consistency for fire sprites, but yeah. Subclass, the important stuff. Your super can be whatever you want. I just went with Blade Barrage, just have more explosions, but super can be whatever you want, right? Your class ability, you can go with Acrobat Dodge to give yourself Radiant whenever you want, but if the activity is easy, you do not need Acrobat Dodge. You can easily go to Gambler's Dodge to get your Proximity Knife back whenever you want. Of course, you gotta run Proximity Knife with Caliban's hand. We got on Healing Grenade to give ourselves restoration in this build for survivability. We got on Your Mark in this build just for the extra fragment slot, to be honest with you. Yeah, because we don't need the second part of this perk. We basically said Precision Final Blows while at 3 stacks make you radiant for a short time. We don't need that because an artifact getting precision hits or getting multi-rapid kills gives us radiant. And then we got Gunpowder Gamble. So because we're going to be getting a lot of solar ability kills and the solar weapon kills, we're going to be able to spam Gunpowder Gamble non-stop. We got on Ember Searing, so defeating scorched targets grid melee energy, so we can always have our Proximity Knife uptime up. And create a fire sprite, and picking up fire sprite give us grenade energy. We got Ember Imperium, so that whenever we get solar kills while we have restoration and radiant on, it'll make the duration stay on even longer. So basically as long as you're getting kills, you'll have infinite uptime on restoration and radiant in this build. We got on Solar Ember Charge, so Solar Ignition spreads scorch to affected targets, which is very important in this build. We got on Ember Mercy, that making that whenever we pick up fire sprite, we get restoration, so that we can kick off the Imperium, so we also have restoration on non-stop. And then we have on Ember of Eruption, making it that the Ignition Explosion is bigger. Okay? With the Fever and Chill perk, even though it says get precision hits, you don't need precision hits. They don't tell you, but all you need is rapid kills. As long as you get 3 kills very quick, you get Radiant. And the same thing with the Frost Armor. So don't worry about precision hits with any of your solo weapons. Just try to get 3 kills with your weapon very quick on red names and whatnot. Once you get the Radiant going, then you don't have to worry about it anymore, because every kill you'll get will just refresh Radiant non-stop for you. Okay? And you can get the 15 seconds of Radiant. Now, armor mods. We're rocking Special Ammo Finder so that we have more uptime with the Aerodynamic Grenade Launcher we're going to be spamming. We got on Solar and Strand dual siphon, so we make ores for our solar weapon kills and our strand weapon kills. They're just a free energy slot for the last slot. Pick whatever you want. RMPs, we're rocking 2 grenade fonts so that we have 40 more grenade stat in our build, so that our grenades do more damage, aka Gunpowder Gamble. Chest piece, we got on Harmonic Resistance. We got on Solar Ammo Generation, so we're going to be getting a lot of kills for our solar weapon. This gives more special ammo and heavy ammo generation in our ammo generation bar, so that we have more uptime, special ammo, heavy ammo. And then another resist mod, right? Leg piece, we got Innervation, so we pick up an orb, we get grenade energy for our grenade, which is a healing grenade, to proc restoration for us, and then we keep getting kills and the restoration stay on forever for us for healing. We got Invigoration, so that we pick up an orb, we get our knife energy back, and then we got a solar weapon surge on to make our solar weapon do more damage. Class items, we got on Reapers, so whenever we use our Shade Step or a class ability, we'll make an orb for a weapon kill. We got on Class Font, just gives plus 20 in our class stat, because I can't think of anything else put in this spot right here. And then we got on Bomber, right? Stats you want for this build, I went for 100 weapons so that our solar weapons do more damage. I went for 100 grenade, and then, you know, more to make the Gunpowder Gamble do more damage. You only need 7 melee if you're rocking Gambler's Dodge. And then I just wanted maxed out class ability, so I can spam my class ability so that my knife come back quick whenever I wanted to. And then Tommy Matchbook, if you are using Tommy Matchbook, make sure you have the Catalyst done, because the Catalyst makes it that while Initiative Trigger is active, Final Blows the weapon cure you, and Sustained Fire scorches your target. So you will always be scorching every enemy you shoot as long as you have Initiative Trigger active. Initiative Trigger is just you holding the trigger down, and you're going to see the perk down in the bottom left corner, and that's Initiative Trigger. And now every shot I do scorches any enemy I shoot. Okay? Now, with the gameplay you see in my footage in the background, is literally me just having fun, just spraying, playing with Tommy Matchbook. No care in the world, restoration on non-stop. I'm getting kills all day, so I'm getting cure, restoration going, radiant staying on non-stop, getting kills, making restoration stay on non-stop. So now I'm just keeping that damage up. And then with the modifier, this is the main important part of why this is a Solstice build. If you go into the portal, any activity you're going right now has modifiers for Solstice. When you go to customize, when you go to the boons and event modifiers, you have 2 modifiers here. Not 2 modifiers, but they're gonna have these 2 on you, right? But you have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 modifiers to pick from, right? The modifiers you want for this build to do infinite ignitions non-stop and scorching enemies non-stop before you do the ignitions is right here. Igniter. Igniter says precision hits against scorched combatants causes ignitions. So as long as the enemy is burning from scorch, any precision hit you do will trigger an ignition immediately. That's why you see in my footage I'm able to do ignitions non-stop all day. I'm not getting the scorch stacks to 100. I'm literally just getting precision hits, and it's causing the ignitions to happen consistently 24/7. And then because we have the fragment on, that ignition spread scorch anyone to get hit by the ignition, this causes a loop where every time I do the ignitions, it reprocs scorch on that enemy, and then it just keeps doing ignitions non-stop from me getting precision hits. It's an endless loop. Ignitions called scorch, scorch allows me to do ignition. Ignition called scorch, scorch allows me to do ignition. And I'm just doing that non-stop with Tommy Matchbook. Tommy Matchbook can do scorch for me to start the combo. My proximity knife can scorch enemies to start the combo. My gunpowder gamble is ignition, so whenever it blows up hit enemies, it scorches them, so they're not dead. That starts the combo. There's a lot in this build that starts the combo. Even the solar shrapnel, whatever, in the artifact, scorch enemies starts the combo. So we have a lot in our build starting the combo to scorch an enemy and then just keep getting precisions to cause ignitions non-stop. The second modifier is completely up to you, but I like the fire sprite fancy because I'm picking up a lot of fire sprites in this build, and they put an AoE effect around me. And the AoE effect around me, any enemy is within that radius is getting scorched. They get scorched applied to them, and then I can just shoot them in the face, cause ignition, continue the cycle. The more fire sprites I pick up, the more the radius is around me. So I can just spray and play with Tommy Matchbook, shooting people in the heads, causing the ignitions. If you don't think you need fire sprite fancy, then by all means go with something, you know, extravagant, something fun. Again, this is a fun build for this event. Have fun with this build. You can pick fire up, so you're doing all these solar kills. You can do another solar explosion when the bar get full, and you use your weapons, right? You can put on class healing, so whenever you use your class ability, which you're gonna be getting back a lot, you can get your health back. You can put on solar storms, where randomly a fireball of death comes out of nowhere and just start raining down fireballs and hitting enemies and killing them. It doesn't do scorch, but it kills them. It looks pretty amazing, so you can go with that. You can go with solar slide, which does scorch whenever you slide. If you want this to help you apply scorch, you know, slide, put scorch on enemies, and then you start shooting them in the face, doing ignitions. You can do radiant joy, where basically when they pick up fire sprite, you get cured. You know, 'cause you're gonna be radiant all day. So, you know, final blows while you're radiant all day gonna be fire sprites, and you just keep picking up the fire sprites and curing yourself. You know, have fun. Okay, this is amazing event right now for solar. And then if you're wondering what armor set you would use, you would be using the Solstice event armor. We basically said the 2-piece receiving, healing, temporary grant solar weapons, increase flinch, resistance, handling, and reload speed. And then the 4-piece is the best part. Rapid solar final blows heal you. So as long as you have the 4-piece from the Solstice event on, all solar kills you get from your ignitions, scorches, your guns, explosions from the modifiers themselves, any solar kills will get you health from rapid kills. And rapid solar kills usually mean 3 kills within a certain time limit, like usually within 3 seconds. So have fun. This build is amazing. I had a ball running around just spraying Tommy Matchbook for fun and killing enemies. So go have a ball. This is the build. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. And I know I said I wasn't gonna make no Caliban build, but when Bunny threw this event at us, I had to, right? I had to. So make sure I have a ball with this event right now. Have fun. I strongly incentivize it right now for the 2 weeks. Have a ball, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. Until next time, stay up.